Keys to the Cosmos series, and in this session about surrender. And first up, I want to thank you for coming with me if you've been following these steps since the beginning. And I just had a little look about, what we're saying this is about, and it's really offering some steps, some ways to see how we're all learners in this journey of life, and how there are universal life lessons that at any given time we're all working with. And embracing a higher life possibility is the point of all this. That we're just these extraordinary beings filled with the same energy of the whole universe itself, like every sort of creative power of God, it's in ourselves, it's in our being. Like, we are the universe. We're little unique individual expressions of a shared life force. So in these conversations, what we're aiming to do is give you a perspective of yourself as that person. If all you've had is mainstream education, then your way of seeing yourself might be quite contracted compared to who you actually are, which is the partner of the universe. You are an expression of the universe, a unique one. You being you, it's your gift to life. It's your pathway to and through life. And learning to honour yourself, honour your deep knowing, honour your amazingness, honour your brilliance, your unique qualities, your perfection, your wholeness, your original innocence, the state of love that's there in the background of you and who you are. That's what this is about. And when I looked at, this is the second last little step in this first chapter on partnering the mystery, I wanted to introduce you to this idea here. And I was first introduced to this in esoteric healing traditions, which is recognizing that, we're souls that are carrying a spirit that lives in a little personality vehicle. So the soul is an out-of-body energy. It has no physical form, but it's the part of us that's prompting us to grow, to evolve, to reach for growth. And it is all the time working through this little personality. So this personality has a body, it has an emotional state and a mental state and a few other states. I'm not going to go into it too much, but basically every time we do practices such as yoga, meditation, self-inquiry, reflection, we're building this connection between the higher sense of who we are, our soul self, and our personality, our ability to serve that spirit in this lifetime. So this is a useful way of, just thinking about who we are as energy beings. And this is a whole thing that we're exploring in depth in this course called Know and Flow Your Energy. So if you're into this, if you want to really get to know yourself and get into flow by moving your energy with Qigong, then this is a course that might be, really great for you. And I wanted to show you that because it's hard for us to see ourselves when we're, used to just regular education, because it just doesn't give us any frameworks, any points of reference for connecting with our extraordinariness. And if we had a bit more of that, we might be more willing to go with the flow of life, to surrender to the call of the soul. So our larger life possibility, we call it the soul. I'm going to call it the soul. It's all the time calling for us. Those little intuitions, those little feelings, those knowings that we have, that's coming from that part of ourself. And the ones that we have that won't go away, that's definitely coming from the soul. So anything that we're yearning for, we're always thinking about, and we're wishing for, hoping for, dreaming about, like daydreaming, night dreaming, doing things in our life that are going to feed into that dreaming, that's the call of the soul. And when we partner our soul self, that's when we really get to evolve and serve the universe as the hands and feet of the universe, because we are the hands and feet of the universe. The universe itself is just an energy field. We're part of the energy field, and us serving that energy field is what this Partnering the Mystery journey is about, like looking at that. And part of the way we serve it is by surrendering, and recognizing that there is this larger life weaving through all the events, and letting go to that so that we can give birth to parts of ourselves we hadn't even thought about. And we need a path for that. So if you found your path, if you found something that really brings you alive, that really gives you a sense of connection, if you found your tribe, if you found your teacher, you found your teachings, you found the practices that bring you alive, that inspire you, that touch you deeply, then lean into that. Because, today there's so much stuff out there, there's so many teachers, so much material, so many practices, rah-de-rah-de-rah, and, a lot of people are doing the smorgasbord thing, like go there, do this, do that. That's a great thing to do for a while, but if you really want to grow yourself, then lean into whatever it is that's calling you, because your soul is the part of you that's calling you to grow. And when you surrender, when you sort of open yourself to receiving that call, you will really get going, really get growing. So contemplate that. Contemplate surrendering to that open, knowing self, to that call of your larger life. Like, partner up. Partner up with that part of you. And it will lead you on a wild ride. Like, it's not predictable, this spiritual journey. It's not, it's not logically sequenced. And that's why we call it the mystery. Part of it, you'll always be walking in the dark. And so that's that idea, again, of surrendering, knowing that there's something bigger than you that's leading the show, that's leading the walk. And attuning to the knowing in you comes through your connection to practices that help you get clearer and clearer and clearer. Most of the people I know who have evolved this lifetime and who are living greatly enriched and enhanced lives have had a path. So I would encourage you, especially if you're new to this, find your teacher, find your path, notice what brings you alive, notice what you really resonate with, and lean into it a little bit. It will serve you well. And when you've got that support, you really can surrender. You really can start to trust that universal energy is there calling you. It's not a nothing, it's a big something. Kia ora, aloha, aroha nui.